I'm here with Jeff Tucker from the Tucker Company. Jeff, this morning there was a lot of talk about motor carrier rates and how they were going to be pushed upward rapidly by rising operating costs. You had an opinion this morning you voiced in the session which differed from the conclusion many people had reached, that rising rates are inevitable in the near term. Could you explain your own opinions on that?
Sure. I think in market swings, in the beginnings of market swings, when the worm starts to turn, I think it's important to keep a level-headed, reasoned approach. I've been watching a lot of the commentary from certain. It gets quite emotional, from carriers to shippers, brokers, back and forth, pointing fingers. You got us here. I think we've all been through, everyone who's been in business through the 2000s have been through this before. Okay, we have wild market swings. We went through 20 years of deregulation without any market swings, and now we've got them every few years, one way or the other. So it's important not to get carried away. And while I agree that motor carriers today need higher rates, I'm not sure that the marketplace has decided that they need higher rates. And we're in the business every day. We're a freight broker, an NVO, and an ocean forwarder. So we're buying and selling every day. And we're consulting with our customers and saying, look, business practices, your business practices in particular, can change and need to change right now if you want to avoid or forestall rate increases. So, for instance, we have one customer who's 24 hours or less notice for shipments increased from 45% to 86% in the last few years. And there's no good business reason behind that. It was just they did it because they were able to get away with it in an environment with plenty of resources. So getting back, running tight ships, talking with, oftentimes we'll talk with shippers, and they'll say, well, hey, I give you the load when I get the load from our people. And if shipping organizations, if manufacturers want to get real about avoiding price increases and or forestalling them, they need to say, okay, get with their customer service team and get with their sales team and say, this is what we can do right now to save money. Giving a carrier a week's notice instead of 24 hours notice is a huge burden off the carrier's back and pays dividends to the shipper. So are we seeing price increases or pressure to increase? Yes, we're seeing it in spot markets. But we're training our customer service reps and our sales representatives to talk in good detail with these kind of tips. Be attractive to your trucking companies. Be attractive to your freight providers. When possible, and challenge when it's impossible. When possible, use drop trailers. When possible, build better forecasting tools. Even if it's, hey, we think we're going to have 5 loads later this week, that is far better than calling on Thursday afternoon for a Thursday pickup. So I think if we approach this based on what we learned in 03, 04, 05, and bring back some of those principles of trying to be as attractive as possible to the carriers and work with your providers, be they brokers, be they carriers, I think you've got a great opportunity to forestall, delay for some time a rate increase. I hope that the economy continues its recovery, but I think we need to be prepared for a longer recovery period than maybe that we've been used to. If I'm wrong, hey, great for all of us, but if I'm right, then we'll all be a little bit better prepared for when it does come.
Jeff, thank you very much.
Okay.